Natalie, thank you very much indeed. Going to be so much interest in this subject tonight. Well, from the Payment Choice Alliance, I'm joined by Ron Delnevo. Ron, good evening to you. Very good to have you on the programme.
Good evening, Peter.
It just looks like we're heading towards a cashless society. I mean, is it actually inevitable now?
No. Choice is what your viewers were asking for, and choice is what they're going to get. Nothing's inevitable if we don't want it to happen.
But I even saw a busker at the weekend with a contactless, machine to pay. Even buskers. So doesn't that say it all?
No, because when I talk to buskers, many of them take 80% of their money still in cash. So it varies around the country. But the reality is that a survey was done by Link, the ATM network, just last week, and they found that 81% of people said that they wanted to have the choice whether they use cash or card or digital. And I think that should be honoured. There's no reason that banks should be allowed to impose cashless on the people of Yorkshire or the people of the UK.
It's a bit of a split though, isn't it? I mean, if you're lower income and elderly, you care so much more about cash. If you're a 30-year-old, then you just swipe your phone. So there is a gulf here, isn't there?
Well, Gen Z, which is people born this millennium, 17% of them said they still prefer to use cash. So this idea it's only the old people or people who are technically challenged or the poor that want to use cash is just wrong. When we did a survey last year, the Payment Choice Alliance did a survey, 40 million people told us, 71% of the population, they want a law in place guaranteeing they can use their cash. So this is a very strong feeling amongst the British public. They don't like choice being taken away from them, and they're quite right.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because cash transactions recently have actually increased a bit, haven't they? I mean, why is that?
Well, we've had some of these technological meltdowns recently, haven't we? Some programmer in America had a bit of an aberration, and Microsoft around the world shut down. So it meant you couldn't use your cards or your Apple Pay and whatever. Cash, though, has worked for 2,500 years, and it saved the day when we had the meltdown. And that's not happened just once this year. In March, Sainsbury's, Tesco's, Waitrose, they couldn't service their customers because technology failed them. Cash doesn't depend on technology, so it doesn't fail you.
But cashless is faster and safer for businesses, isn't it? And reduces the risk of robbery, which is why people like it.
Well, here's the thing. Businesses, and some of the businesses hinted at it there, are really crucified by the cost of card charges. Some businesses are ending up paying 5 or 6% or more of their turnover because of card costs. The direct card cost, the indirect. So cash actually, in the end, is cheaper for most businesses. And that's why many of the businesses that you interviewed today want to keep cash. Big businesses get better deals from Visa and MasterCard. Small businesses get terrible deals, and that's why they're suffering. So we want a country that has a few big businesses, then that's fine. But we want a country that has a varied high street with lots of local businesses. Keep on using cash because those local businesses depend on cash.
Everybody talks about the cashless society. In 10 years' time, will we still be using cash? Yes or no? Last question.
Yes.
Okay. Ron, great to have you on the programme. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Most grateful.